Hey, folks, welcome to another episode of Cutter One. I am your host, Jay, just Jay, your resident troublemaker and your resident culture warrior. I hope you are all doing well. I know it's been a minute since the last time I posted a video, and I want to apologize to all of you for that. Um, Real life was getting in the way. Not feeling so hot, feeling under the weather. We had a couple of snowstorms here in my area. Just generally overall real life getting in the way. So I apologize for that. Sometimes it's just the way it works. Just the world is going to come in and take your plans and just chuck them out the window, and you'll have to just deal with it. And that's sort of what was going on with me. So I apologize for that, but I am back. I am not giving up the fight. If anything, there may come a day when we forsake all bonds of brotherhood and fellowship, but it is not this day. All right. I know that was cheesy. I'm sorry. All right. Anyway, so for those of you who were there at the live stream on Saturday, one of the things that we talked about was sort of expanding the show a little bit, or the channel, or I guess the topics that are talked about. Obviously, Tolkien's always going to be my main focus, my primary focus, right? Defending Tolkien, defending his work, defending the fans, right? That's always going to be like priority number one. But at the same time, I also do like other high fantasy, right? High fantasy in regards. Okay, let me try that again. High fantasy insofar as high fantasy to me is like fantasy that has depth, and it's like hard world building, right? It's like you have a world that has a history and lore and legends and myths all built into it. So it's a world that feels lived in, right? Obviously, Middle Earth and Tolkien would be like the quintessential example of that. But there are other worlds that are similar. One of them being Tamriel with the Elder Scrolls. I've got a video coming out later today regarding some new information in terms of the Elder Scroll universe and the Elder Scrolls online game. But also like Dungeons and Dragons, Dragonlance is another sort of world that is very well fleshed out, very it's deep in that it's got multiple levels of like history and stuff like that. Maybe not quite as much as, obviously not as much as Tolkien's, but it's definitely inspired by Tolkien. So you could see a lot of parallels that they drew, and they were trying to go for that same in-depth world building, right? So I figured that would be something that the show could also incorporate, is the sort of high fantasy genre overall, right? And during the live chat, this was a topic that sort of came up, and some people were like, "Yeah, maybe you should do that. Talk some more about Dungeons and Dragons. Talk some more about Dragonlance, Elder Scrolls, as well as Tolkien." Right. So, having said that, just 3 days ago, they released Paramount Pictures released the second trailer for the new Dungeons and Dragons Honor Amongst Thieves live action film, which I believe is coming out in March. So I figured, since I am now back in the swing of things, back in the old captain's chair, if you will, let's start by checking out that trailer. So let's get ready. Now, if you notice that my screen there looks a little wonky, the reason why I've done that is because when you upload videos to YouTube, it does this like sort of auto check thing where it checks to see if there's anything within your video that might infringe on a copyright, right? And that's why you'll see a lot of reaction videos will cut certain things. But also having this overlay should sort of mitigate that. And the reason why I would want to mitigate that, obviously, is not to try and like skirt copyright law or anything like that. It's just that even as part of a reaction video, if I don't do that, it will ping YouTube's auto check system, and it means, and this has happened in the past, if I upload the video, it may not be viewable in your particular neck of the woods. If you're not like in the United States or wherever, you may not even be able to see the video because of that. So I'm trying to see if I can't just mitigate that. So, you guys could at least see the reaction videos that I do. Having said that, obviously, if you want like the full clear imagery and stuff like that, go to Paramount Pictures YouTube channel and you could check out the video there. But anyway, having said that, let's get into it. I'm gonna hit play on this bad boy and let's see what's going on here in this trailer. All right.
On your knees.
Okay, chop it off.
Chop it off. Let's do it. Oh, we got him now. You know what? I'm thinking they're probably sharper stairs somewhere else.
Okay. That's...
We're thieves, but we help the wrong person steal the wrong thing and unleash the greatest evil the world has ever...
Okay, I liked her little move there, Michelle's little move at the beginning with the brick and raising it over her head to block the downward swing of the axe, and then slamming it down on his foot, and then bringing it back up to hit him in the face. That was actually kind of cool. I'm digging that. All right, let's get back into it.
known.
The Red Wizards created an army of the undead.
Sounds lovely.
Quite the opposite.
I know, I was being ironic.
I find irony is a blade that cuts he who wields it most especially.
You're not a lot of fun, are you? How are we gonna pull this off?
We're gonna need a team.
You need cool air.
Follow me to the orifice.
Back to school air.
The orifice?
Exactly. Yeah, I would react the same way.
I'll go last.
Let's go.
I don't mind that. She missed.
No, that's not good.
Okay.
Aren't you sick of failing? We could die.
There's worse things than dying. I lost everything that ever mattered to me. And if we quit now, that's for nothing.
I don't want to see you die, which is why I'm going to leave the room.
This ends now.
Okay. I know you guys can't see it that well, and I'm sorry for that, but god damn, that is one fat ass red dragon. Holy crap, I don't think I've ever seen a red dragon that is that fat. All right, I'll let it play. Sorry.
The bridge is protected by an ancient trap. We must not trigger the mechanism.
I may have triggered the mechanism. So, sorry.
Nice. All right. Nice. All right. Initial thoughts on that. I'm liking it. Like I said, I'm digging it. I was digging that little choreographed move that they had Michelle Rodriguez do there with like the brick. Like I said, she pulls it out of the ground. She rises it up to block the downward strike from the guy's axe, slams it down on his foot, knock him off balance, and then brings it back up and whacks him in the face with it. I thought that was kind of cool. I'm digging a lot of what we just saw in terms of like creatures and environments. Very, very Dungeons and Dragons. So it seems like they stuck to it. They got the vibe insofar as, you know, that sort of fun-loving, I don't want to say goofy, but sort of free spirit humor aspect of it. They definitely got that down. My concern would be is if they lean too heavy into that, right? So it would be sort of similar to like Star Wars with Jar Jar Binks, right? He was there for comic relief, but you can overdo it to where it starts to take away from the movie, right? And that would be my biggest fear, is that if they lean too heavy into that sort of comic relief, one-liners, everything's a joke aspect of it, Because I'm telling you, if somebody's trying to cut my head off with an axe, the last thing I'm concerned about is funny one-liners, right? So I'm glad to see it's there, because if you're familiar with Dungeons and Dragons, and some of you are, so I expect to see you guys comment in the comment section below. You know that, yeah, sometimes you have these goofy, funny moments when you're playing Dungeons and Dragons, right? Like something, just a sequence of events happen, and it's just a funny, fun time for everybody, right? With one-liners and the whole 9 yards. I get it, and I'm glad that they're including that vibe in there. I just don't want them to do it too much, because I don't want it to start to take away from the story. And you guys know what I mean. Like, we've all been discussing Tolkien and stuff, so I know a lot of you guys get what I'm trying to say here. So, otherwise, I thought it was good. The one thing I will say is that was one fat ass red dragon. I'm gonna see if I can't bring up the image, just the still of that dragon, because I've never seen a red dragon that was that freaking fat. Holy, yeah, there it is. Okay, I got it. Let me see. I'll bring it up on. Let's go to number 4. Of course not. All right, hold on. I can make this work, guys. I can make this work. Okay. Let me just bring. I'll just gonna scroll through it. Screw it. All right, because I really want you guys to see this, because I'm like a little bit like, wow, like that is kind of bizarre. All right, no, I already passed it. It should be like right there. That guy. This chunkster right here. Damn it. I wish I could get it to go frame by frame. Yeah, there it is. That's the frame I wanted you guys to see. Sorry about that. I wasn't expecting to use the. Normally, this is the framing that I use for when I'm reading articles, so not for videos. That's why sort of everything seems a little bit out of whack. But I wanted to show you this without that sort of overlay over it, just so you could see. That is a huge, fat ass red dragon. Oh my god! Like, it's like a red dragon pig beast thing. I don't even know what to make. That's a chunky ass dragon. Holy crap! All right, enough of that. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, overall, I'm digging the trailer. It's definitely interesting. It definitely looks like it's got the spirit of Dungeons and Dragons there. So we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully, it turns out to be a decent movie, and maybe they'll make more. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Now, are you looking forward to the film? If you're a Dungeons and Dragons player, if you're not a Dungeons and Dragons player, obviously, if you like Tolkien and stuff like that, I'm assuming you have some preference or some inclination towards the fantasy genre. So, are you looking forward to the film? If so, what's your take on the sort of funny one-liner comedy quips sort of thing there? Do you think that it should be used with caution, or do you think are you concerned that they might lean too heavily into it and it sort of become more of a goof movie than anything else? And let me know what you think of that fat ass red dragon. That's I'm gonna call him Chunkosaurus. Yeah, let me know what you think down in the comment section below. That's interesting. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to get this video out there and let you know that I do listen to your suggestions. So that's why I'm including. There's going to be this video about the Dungeons and Dragons. There's going to be another video later today about Elder Scrolls. There's going to be a video about Tolkien stuff also. So a little bit of everything today. But yeah, I apologize for the going AWOL for the past couple of days, but like I said, real life just was like not taking no for an answer, and it was just like, listen, you're not gonna have time for this for a couple of days, so I apologize for that, but I am back. So let's pick up right where we left off. Also, there's gonna be another live stream this Saturday. I think what we were talking about last week, gonna have a couple of the shorter videos. Macaru had sent me a couple of short videos, and we're going to sort of put them together and maybe watch 3 or 4 of them back to back, you know. So we'll see how that goes. But remember, it'll be Saturday 6 p.m. So you guys are probably seeing this on Friday. So it will be tomorrow 6 p.m. Eastern. Okay, so set your clocks accordingly. Macaroon, I expect to see you there, brother. And yeah, that's it. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. If you like the video, If you want to share the video, by all means do so. It gets it out there. It gets it seen. It helps us with the algorithm thingamajig so that YouTube doesn't just sit there and leave us hanging in the corner. And if you have not subscribed, I would hope that you would consider subscribing to the channel and joining the army of beautiful badasses as we grow this thing and we defend Tolkien and we defend his work and we enjoy our high fantasy and we generally have a good time doing it. All right, again. So I will see you guys on the next one. Remember, until then, be good, be safe, be awesome. Peace.